Yes, we are back, guys. Okay. Once again, Cassin Mukire here, and as I've shared in the first episode, the reason why I am documenting all of this is because I can. And besides that, I want a platform for myself where I can look back towards where I was and really be able to celebrate what I have achieved, essentially, right? And in today's episode, I'm going to share with you some of the cases I'm having, the three active brands, the way I'm thinking of operating them, and also like kind of what I'm struggling with at the current moment. And I will just break down each brand so you get a better idea. One thing I think it's highly relevant for you all to know is that the different brands are in different stages. Some of them has been around for a while, and some others has not been around for more than 1 month. So for some brands it's still pretty early, and I think it's pretty exciting to share what we're doing at the current moment to grow all of these brands, despite which stage they are in. So let's get to it, to be honest. And like first out is Naturligud, and as perhaps many of you know, is that Naturligud is basically a Swedish beauty brand where we are selling retinol oil and specifically focusing on women's. One of the things we've been struggling with Naturligud is actually growing and focusing and growing with Google, because we've been focusing on Meta since we started back in 2023, and when we really started to scale, right? And I think we've gone very very far with it, finding a structure on Meta that actually works, despite the updates and everything that's going on with Meta. But Google has always been so small, right? And until actually 2025, like when I invested my time and focus to ensure that we grow, I've seen a tremendous improvement in terms of output from Google. We've seen better profits, and also like a higher ad spend. That's a big win for us, because just to give you an idea, we used to spend roughly 2000 USD per month on Google last year. This month we've increased that to roughly, I would say, 10,000 USD. Yeah, 10,000 USD, just to summarize it, right? And that's for us, it's a big improvement, because we was not even that close last year, which shows that we've done the right things. We're working towards the right input, and now we only need to keep scaling that. And like, for me as the growth manager, like focusing on ensuring that we are doing the right things at the right time with the right platforms, I still know we have a lot of room of improvement. I mean, we've not even gotten into TikTok yet, for example, just to give you an idea. However, we're pretty strong at email marketing and Meta, and right now we're also building the capacity on Google, as I've shared with you. So for us, 2025 has not been the best year, to be honest, because we did a lot of changes beginning of this year, a lot of changes that involved changing team, right? Which caused us to not have the best results in the first Q1 and Q2. However, I will say that we pretty much recovered Q3 and Q4, but that means that the first 2 quarters, since they basically got lost, we didn't reach the yearly target that I set beginning of the year, right? Now I have a better idea of 2026, and basically I'm starting to sit down and reflecting and jotting down what we need to be doing during this upcoming year to really achieve the target of at least 30 million Swedish kronors, as we say. And that's will be the big thing for us upcoming year, right? Because we're still only operating in the Swedish market. So as you can see, there's a lot of things I'm managing, both like Meta, Google, we have email marketing, and of course also setting up the structure for the next year to achieve the overall business goal, which is profitably scale to 30 million. Right now we are at least 17 million SEK So we need to, yeah, more than double, right? So I mean, you make the math. So that's pretty much for Naturligud. I don't get into the details because that's not what I want to do on these calls. But perhaps I will create a specific episode focusing on that. But yeah, big win for us on Naturligud is the Google, and we are struggling, but we are struggling in a better way than we did before, right? Let's go to the next brand. I'm not sure. As mentioned, this brand is actually very new. So it's called Sea Moss Scandinavia. Essentially, we all know that we human beings, we want to be feeling good without putting in too much effort. That's one of the things we like. I've been trying this product for a while myself after getting a recommendation from a friend of mine. Actually, that friend of mine is the one that inspired me to actually take action on this. So now together with her, we are basically building this brand, right? And to be honest, the things that are hard initially for this brand is like understanding where you need to register, because I've never sold something you can eat. And to legally do that in Europe, it's pretty hard. There's a lot of things that needs to be in place in order for you to even start selling the product. So at least we secured a partner in Oman where we're sourcing the Sea Moss product. For you that don't know what Sea Moss is, it's basically imagine you're eating spirulina, these tablets, omega-3 for example, right? To get better, yeah, to get these things, naturals, nutritions that you don't get in other foods. Sea moss have a lot of nutritions that we human beings might not get inside the regular food we are eating on a daily basis. So this very natural product is a very, very good superfood to help you, and like as I said, it can help you focus better, it can help you have a calmer stomach, it can help you feel more energized, right? Depending on how you use it, of course, and how much you use of it, right? Of course, and you need to have a consistency there as well to see any results. I've been using it myself. I see a better skin, I see a more energy overall, and I mean, focus. My focus is here as well. So that's why I went all in now. We are building a pre-subscription list essentially where we are recruiting potential future buyers by having some paid ads and a landing page. And I would say that the biggest challenge here is that the thing we're doing right now, we've done them in one sense, but at the same time we have not done them, right? So for example, every year before Black Week, we always pull up a landing page. We tell the people, subscribe here and you will get the best offers. And this is essentially what we're doing right now with the Sea Moss. Sign up here and you will get the best options or offers once we launch. And it's usually, yeah, we get a lot of buyers by that, if that makes sense. But at the same time, it feels, different because now we're launching a new product for the market, and most people don't know about Sea Moss still, even if it's starting to grow, even in Sweden and Scandinavia. But our goal is very simple: is to make a $1 billion company of this brand. And the way we're gonna do that is we are gonna adding a AI component to it, right? Because most Sea Moss businesses out there, they only sell the product, the Sea Moss, right? I will show you guys. For you that have video, this is raw Sea Moss. So usually every day I take it, and I take a date, or if I don't have dates, I just take it raw and I eat on it, right? And I eat it. It's very nice. It's like a very nice snack. And I usually take it before I run, in the morning, in the afternoon, or like, it's a very good product. So like I'm very excited to launch this product and see the market's reaction, but not only that, educate them and help them to understand how they can use it better through our AI application. Because I think that will be the thing that will be our main differentiator, right? As the other people are focusing only on the product. Of course, we're also focusing on the product, but we're also adding a component that is not added into the market today. And one thing I've already seen as a challenge for this specific launch is once we launch, I want to have the application ready, but it costs a lot of money to dev, right? And besides that, I've never done a app before, and I know how important it is to understand what you're doing, because nobody can like mess with you, if that can make sense. And that's why like I don't like the idea of hiring a, I don't know, random app developer. And because if I don't know anything about this, I will just need to trust everything he says, and that the things he says not doesn't necessarily needs to mean that it's true, right? So this is also a challenge that you need to face when you're launching something like this, something pretty much new for you as well. So yeah, but I really look forward to this season, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty much understanding what needs to be done in order for us to essentially get out what we need to get out. I hope that made sense. But that's for Sea Moss Scandinavia, right? Lastly, we are also on top of that part of a project where we have a safari business in Uganda, and essentially the things there as a Sea Moss, to be honest, very 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 early stage. We have a like guides in Uganda. We are going to provide for them clients, right, from Europe, and they will be managing. And to be honest, this business is more so a project of giving back to the community, because I am a firm believer that helping local people in Uganda getting some business down, being able to support their families, and like being able to employ local people and help them to create a better life. Wow, how can you complain about that, right? So that's why actually we are doing a lot of this project, and it's not as much of a as daily to do for me, but at the same time I still need to be careful where and how I allocate my time, and make sure that my team members doesn't have too much split focus, of course. But I would say like overall we've done a lot of progress there, but our biggest thing here will be like building the trust. I would say building the trust for the European market especially, right? Because Europeans, we are pretty much skeptic to everything, and that needs to be taken into consideration, right? So as you can hear, there's a lot of things going on. Besides this, personally, I've been moving to another country, and having a marriage as well. It's a lot of things to keep up with. But I will say that end of the day, I think we are human beings. We came to this world to achieve things, to do things, to not like be not doing anything, right? So I'm very excited for all of this project and all of these challenges we are going through, because I know on the other side of these challenges is like a happier, like a more joyful life, right? Because once you solve a challenge, you feel a bit more joyful, and then you need to take the next challenge, and then you need to find the next challenge, and then find the next and next. This never ends, and that's what I love about entrepreneurship, right? You keep going. The game gets bigger, game gets better, the better you become. You get to solve bigger challenges, the better you become. So, and like I want to solve $1 billion challenges. That's what's up, guys. With that said, I really appreciate that you chimed in here and spent some time with me, and I really hope also that like if you can take anything out of this conversation, is that I know I'm telling you that I'm a part of different projects, but one thing you need to understand is that I'm not a CEO of these projects, right? You can't be CEO of many projects. You need to have team and structures in place in order for you to be able to be a part of these projects. To be honest, the project I'm focusing a lot of my time on will be Sea Moss, right? 80% of my time will go to Sea Moss, and the next 20% I need to distribute it to the other brands. You need to choose. You can't choose all of the chickens, because if you hunt the chickens, guess what? They will run away from you. With that said, happy Sunday and take care. Talk soon again, guys. Ciao.